my way to the gig today, I saw a sign that said Southampton, twinned with Caen. Now, I've been to Caen, and all that's there is dog shit, graffiti, and drug dealers. So they've really nailed it. I saw my dream home in the estate agent's windows, and they told me it would cost me an arm and a leg to buy. But luckily, I live next to a graveyard. I saw an advert for a male escort service the other day. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, that's a postman. Countries are beginning to advertise themselves nowadays, which really annoys me, because they're very rarely true. They're always like, come to Scotland, where the views are great, and the people are friendly. When really it should be, come to Scotland, where the kebab shops are many, and the teeth are few. Many people think that the oldest form of advertisement is in newspapers, which is wrong. It's actually those numbers that you ring on park benches when you want sex. Hi, Nan. My nan's in the audience, her face was just cracking, so... My dad's great at hide and seek. We've been playing since I was 8, and I still haven't found him. He does like to offer me clues, though. Every year I get a sunny postcard from him that just says, getting warmer. I think it's natural for men to compare themselves against their fathers, and looking at mine, we've actually got very little in common. Because I work in an office, he works as a lorry driver. I like snooker, he likes Formula 1. I've got a couple extra inches, he's got an extra chromosome. My dad absolutely hates cold callers, so whenever he gets one, he likes to make him think that they've called a wrong number. So whenever he hears, hello, my name is Liz, and according to our database, you're owed some compensation. He goes, circumcisions are us, you flop 'em, we chop 'em. Oh man, should laugh at my own jokes. Every year for his birthday, my granddad always goes, oh, don't worry about buying for me. I'm probably just going to die this year anyway. And he never does. And he always looks so disappointed. So this year I bought my one-way ticket to Switzerland. My friends were always jealous of me because I was able to hit A minor with my flute. But, in my defence, he did call me a fat twat. So, I've recently become a father, and I've been given some parental advice. One of them being that I should try all different type of nappy brands to see which ones I get on with. So naturally, I've tried Huggies, I've tried Pampers, I've even tried Lidl's own brand, all of which I found useless. None of them fit me. I have actually found out that when nappies get too full, they burst, and these little crystals go everywhere. And when I say everywhere, I mean everywhere. My daughter's had a vajazzle for weeks. Looking back at the whole child thing, I think the bit I struggled with most was the childbirth, because it was wonderful, yet scary. Wonderful, because I got to see my daughter being born, but scary, because no one told me she would come out purple. So, when she was born, my first thought wasn't, oh, isn't she beautiful? It was, fuck, my partner's had an affair with Barney the dinosaur. And seeing my partner in pain was quite an awkward experience for me. And when I'm in awkward situations, I like to make jokes to alleviate the tension. My problem is the timing of these jokes. Like when my partner had to be induced to go into labour. And to do this, they use a large metal hook to pop the embryonic sac. So, when the nurse put the hook up there, I couldn't help but go, if you hook a duck, it's a prize every time! she had to have her dilation measured, and they stuck their fingers up there. A little bit of girl-on-girl action. On that note, does anyone else find it weird that they use fingers to measure dilation? Because surely the chocolate melts and it gives the biscuit a weird taste. Just me on that one then, okay. Anyway, when my daughter was born, I promised myself I'd never become a deadbeat dad. You know, a deadbeat dad who contributes very little to their child and has nothing to do with them. Instead, I'll be a semi-deadbeat dad. But I'll do everything a normal deadbeat dad does, but with a semi. I do have some parenting experience though, as I'm actually a stepdad to 2 teenagers, which has opened me up to new experiences, like going to get breasts measured. And where I go is usually me and a bunch of mums and their daughters. And it's so awkward because all they do is look and stare. But I've got to say, I'm glad I've done it though, as I've now got confirmation I'm a 38 double D. I think discipline is very important with children, isn't it? And so give us a cheer if you were spanked as a child. Yeah, I was too, and personally, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Just as long as you remember to stop. As soon as the child goes, harder, Daddy. That's what you do, is it? Wow, you're a lucky man. When on a romantic meal out with my girlfriend, she thought it would be a good idea to say 3 things that we love about each other. She says that she loves me because I'm kind, caring, and funny. Now, she caught me off guard with this, so I had to look around for inspiration, and I ended up saying to her that I love her because she's delicious, tangy, and a great Coke taste with 0 sugar. In fact, the last time we went out for a meal, we had a banging time. Unfortunately, the restaurant caught us and we were asked to leave. The other day, I saw this man out having brunch with a glossy bag, and I thought to myself, that brings a whole new meaning to the term bottomless. In school, I always hated science because my science teacher would always get me to recite the periodic table, which I thought was unnecessary. She should know when her periods are. And I never trusted my science teacher either, because she said to me that potassium is the only element that could float. So, to prove her wrong, I took a shit in her swimming pool. Whenever my maths teacher asked me to do anything, I always used to say, but I can't be asked. And he'd always say, you'd never get anywhere with that attitude. Well, now the joke's on him, because I'm gay. He also used to ask me these weird scenario type questions as well. Like, at an Egyptian market, Ahmed has 10 apples. If John takes 2 and Lucy takes 3, what does Ahmed have? Apparently, 10 apples and 2 hands wasn't the answer. In English, my teacher would always force me to write a poem in every lesson. Now, I hate poetry, and I hate being forced to do something even more. So when I am forced to do something, I do it, but I do it in my own special way. The teacher forced me to write a poem, so I thought that I would show him. In order to appease, I'd do a striptease and wax the backside of my scrotum. Or there was a young girl from China who cooked and worked in a diner. She was really short, she drinks loads of port, and now she takes cash for her vagina. And I'll leave you with this joke. I find it weird how you can do certain things at some ages, but not at others. Like if a 4-year-old runs round at the beach in just their knickers, no one bats an eyelid. But when I do it, I get asked where I got a 4-year-old's knickers from. I've been Jack Bartlett, thanks for coming, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for one of your members, Jack Bartlett. Oh.